Johor recorded the highest FDI when it comes to investments into Malaysia. I would like to take Madini Johor as an example, as a clear example of how cross-border development can be done successfully. So this is actually a very important and interesting model that could be followed by other countries in ASEAN.
Every year, a different country takes the helm of ASEAN, and this year it's Malaysia's turn. Kuala Lumpur set the agenda for a region of more than 650 million people, home to one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Malaysia has chosen the theme inclusivity and sustainability. It's about making the bloc more united, more competitive, and more resilient for the future. A big part of that agenda is about keeping ASEAN central, ensuring the region remains strong and relevant in a world of competing powers. Malaysia has made it clear, the bloc must not become a battleground for rival superpowers. Instead, it wants ASEAN to lead on cooperation and trust. Foreign Minister Muhammad Hassan has gone further, saying ASEAN should set a new standard for global governance built on inclusivity, diversity, and future-oriented planning. And sometimes, the best way to understand ASEAN cooperation is to look at how it plays out on the ground. FMT sat down with Iskandar Investment Berhad CEO Itsam Hashim to discuss where Johor fits in Malaysia's ASEAN agenda.
Let's now turn to ASEAN, Malaysia's chairmanship this year in particular. What kind of strategic partnerships do you think can be had to kind of spotlight Malaysia's role, and in particular vis-à-vis Johor?
I would like to take Madini Johor, a clear example of how cross-border development can be done successfully. So what Malaysia and Singapore is doing, but many do not know that Singapore also started the initiatives, Singapore, Johor and Riau, which is part of Indonesia. We could see the success being translated into a cross-border economic programs and initiatives between Malaysia, Indonesia and Singapore in Johor.
Malaysia is also championing greater economic integration, linking markets and making borders easier to cross.
Madini has always been focusing on capitalizing on this cross-border transactions advantage between Singapore and Johor. But last year was monumental when we launched the Johor-Singapore Special Economic Zone. I think the cross-border collaboration between two countries is paramount. Because we know both economies have its limitations. So with Johor and Singapore combining their strength together in ensuring that the cross-border, the movement of the people, the goods, the capital are being simplified, we are actually really seeing the fruit of the hard labour.
Integration is not only about capital and goods, but also about people. The new rapid transit system link, due by 2026, is designed to cut commuting time dramatically for the thousands who cross the border daily.
We can see that many Malaysians cross the border to work in Singapore. So those days it used to take about 4 hours to travel. But with this new collaboration with the simplified process and system, especially at the border, we can see that the travelling time has been cut by almost 3 hours. So now it only takes about 1 to 1.5 hours to go to work to Singapore.
But ASEAN's growth can't just be about today's wins. It has to be able to adapt to tomorrow's challenges.
You'd mentioned earlier that all sectors, all quarters need to work together to make JSSEZ a success. What specific milestones or steps do you think need to be taken in the immediate future to ensure that we're future-proofing this?
I think regular engagement is very much needed. When we talk about collaboration, we need to have more dialogue between the federal government, state government, as well as the private sectors. Because the growth is non-linear. So we have to see what is needed. We have to be able to adapt.
That kind of adaptability is what Malaysia hopes to embed into ASEAN, keeping the region flexible enough to stay competitive in a shifting global economy. Sustainability and inclusivity are also central. At the regional level, ASEAN is pushing the ASEAN Power Grid to share cleaner energy, while also developing frameworks for carbon trading and carbon storage. On the local level, Malaysia and Singapore signed 2 memoranda of understanding on carbon credits and carbon capture alongside the SEZ launch, a sign that climate action and economic growth can move together.
We have a very strong 650 million population, majority of them younger population. The region has recorded one of the highest GDP growth in the world. The numbers of middle class segment has been growing significantly in all countries in ASEAN. The value proposition is already there, but the importance of dialogue is key at the moment to showcase our strength and the benefits that ASEAN have to offer to the investors.
Inclusivity means making sure communities feel the benefits too, through skills, jobs, and social infrastructure. Together, these initiatives make inclusivity and sustainability more than just slogans. They are becoming ASEAN's proof points for the future.
I think the opportunity and the value proposition is very strong. I very much would like to welcome anyone who are interested to invest in Johor and to see Johor as a place for them to grow. It's not just about bringing in investments, but it's also about us hosting them as a growth partner. So very happy to host anyone who would like to come.
Hannah Khan, FMT.